Hi everybody, my name's Steve and you've just entered the Cat House. Today, I want to talk specifically to the baby gays out there. I want to tell you guys, more than likely, what you're not being told. Life is going to be hard. And it's going to be real hard for a lot of you. It's always worth pushing through the hard, but the bottom line is you will see a difference between the way you're treated at work as opposed to, let's just say, counterparts. Because unless you've lived in this particular thing, all those people that go, oh no, we don't treat other people differently. Okay, well, I have been in situations where I was actually at a place for a couple years and was told that I didn't need to have Mother's Day off because, exact words, one of the straight girls wanted it off and they have a real family. As opposed to the mythical ones that were birthed from unicorn farts that I have. The bottom line is, you're going to be treated differently. You're going to be hated on. You're going to be teased. You're going to be picked at. You're going to have others picked over you when every amount of anything that's worth paying attention to point to you being superior to that person as far as the job, as to what you bring in or what you do or what your productivity is. You need to know that there needs to be a certain amount of responsibility that you live your life by. This is not we in an explosion of rainbows and glitter and you say fuck the whole rest of the world. You have a responsibility to act in a way that will allow others to view you and the gay people that come after you in a better light. If you are a reason for the word faggot to still be around, if you are acting in a manner where you are being a faggot, and let's call a spade, all of us gay people know other gay people, and then we know those facts. I avoid trash as a regular part of my daily life. And you just have to keep remembering that you're always on, and everything you do is going to be looked at. I want you guys to be able to have a full, productive, happy life. When I was a young gay kid, this was, the internet came out after I was out of high school. So there was not social media for me to reach out and find anybody else that was like me. So you kids are living in a much more socially accepted phase of the world than I did or my husband did. My husband's 10 years older than me, and yeah, things were more difficult then. But when you have all of that new social media that allows you to connect with all these different gay people all over the world, it also gives every single post in every single site and every single profile that is owned by a gay person or is about gay people, you open yourself up to trolls and ridicule and judgment. But then again, that's social media. But what you kids might want to understand, or start to understand, is that that's life too. Your parents will tell you it isn't important what other people think of you. Really? It's not? It may be none of your business what somebody else thinks about you, but it is exceedingly important, because we watch our U.S. government when it comes right down to it, led by public opinion and what somebody else thinks. Now tell me again it doesn't matter what other people think. It does. And until you start acting like your every waking moment is being watched by your grandma or your mother, or let's just say somebody you don't want to disappoint, you're going to basically do whatever you think you can get away with. And you don't want to piss away your 20s, end up in your 30s, and then realize, oh my God, I wasted almost an entire decade, all in the name of you only live once, and you're only, young once. Well, there is a lot of people, and I do believe with youth comes a certain amount of stupidity. Not because you're stupid, it's because you haven't learned any better yet. But that is not an excuse for ridiculous behavior. We need to start raising ourselves and each other in a way that will help and be socially responsible for the kids that are 3 grades younger than you, that are going to be 10 years younger than you, and maybe won't have to put up with the shit that I put up with, or my husband put up with, or the shit that you're putting up with now in a 20 or 30 year period of time. Life is going to be hard enough. But if we can make it a little bit better for the kids that come after us, then maybe the stuff that we went through didn't have to happen for just character or social building crap. Being bullied when I was a kid did not make me a better person. It didn't make me a stronger person. It made me somebody that went out and learned to fight, and before I got my head screwed on straight, would strike you before you could strike me. It put me into a prison mind frame. And if I don't know, it's so frustrating. I want to be able to do something that matters in my life when it comes to other gay kids. And I don't know how I can do that. I just don't.